Hello there, Anne Marie. My name is Courtney, and in this video, I'm going to show you 3 things you can do today to help bring in more pet owners to your business. Oftentimes in the world of the internet, most local business owners are way too busy running their business to learn how the internet can benefit them and their company. And sometimes the only hesitation they have to start hiring someone is that they don't know who they can trust. I have found by giving people an easy free attack plan, of actual things they can do to impact their business has resulted in many of those local business owners still raising their hands and asking me to help them grow. So by the end of this video, you've liked what you heard and you can see that I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business. Shoot me a message back and we can chat. So now let me show you 3 things that will set your company above your competition, which are content, citations, and backlinks. I gotta stay safe. Oh my gosh, excuse me, I'm sorry. So content. Most business owners know that they need content, but they don't know that studies have shown that Google wants for there to be at least 1,500 words on the home page. Not only that, the content needs to have the right keywords. Google does this because it gets them to know what your business is and its purpose. So right now, your site is looking at about 499 words. So going back here in terms of like content, everything you see highlighted, including photos, are what Google looks at when they scan your website. So you even when you add photos onto here, you also want them to have the right keywords embedded into them that's relevant to your business. Okay, so let's take a look at your top competitor, Salem Animal Hospital, and these guys are sitting at 604 keywords, which is extremely beatable. They just put in a tad bit more effort into their content on there. So on this content, we want to have what are known as keywords, and keywords are basically words that special phrases or words that people search up each month to help resolve the issues or concerns that they're going through each month. And let's see. And it's good to have these type of keywords on your website because that is what gets you found on the search results, Google search results. So over here is SEMrush. This is a site that can be used to look at the back end of things. It basically shows details that Google is looking at when it comes to ranking a site. So I actually ran a quick scan of you and your competitor on these sites, and we're going to actually take a look at what your competitors are. What your keywords are first. So as we can see here. Okay, so these keywords that you have right there are not the most optimized for Google. Like they're not optimized for people who are looking for you. And just to explain why, because you don't want people to only be finding you because of your name. Think of the people who don't know your name. So you want to have like keywords on your website that actually tell about what you do, your services, and stuff like that. So let's go over here and take a look at your competitor. These guys are ranking for 272 words. And they, Salem Animal Hospital, Salem. Okay, so it's kind of the same thing with them. I know they have like a bit of an advantage because their name is, a part of the keyword. But the same thing can apply to them too, but what you want to do is you want to make sure you have keywords that are like in a location like Salem Animal Hospital, since that's the actual location. You want to have those type of keywords on your homepage. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take a keyword and I'm going to place it into Google, and then we are actually going to go over this entire page. So right here, we're getting to the second important thing I wanted to discuss, and these are called citations. And you're probably wondering, well, what's a citation and why does that matter? And that's a great question. And you see this right here is called the map pack. It is basically where your business's name, address, and phone number are stored or listed. And this is basically how Google verifies and gives relevance to your local business. Now, you might be wondering, how do I show up in maps? And you guys you guys actually aren't really ranking in the top 3 at the moment, and this is where you want to be, because this is where 9 times out of 10 people will be clicking. People won't be going to more businesses. They're going to click on one of the top 3 over here. So in order to get there, you want to, have your name, business address, and phone number listed on, hundreds of directories. So just to give you an example, this is an example. So your name, address, and phone number distributed across hundreds of directories like Yellow Star, Facebook, BBB, all places like that. So that's where you want to have. And the goal is, in order to get up here, you want to have more than your competitor. This allows you to gain more trust than them from Google and pushing you up above in the map pack. So you must be wondering, how do I do that? It's actually pretty simple. We use sites that will actually tell us exactly what directories your competition is on. Then we literally go down their list and match what directories they're on. So, but we don't stop there, because, we don't want to just match them. We want to dominate them. So whatever your competition has in citations, we want to get what they got and add 50 to 100 more. So it takes them a long time to catch back up. Okay, now let's talk about the third thing I want to go over with you today, link juice or backlinks. This, third pillar will really help you dominate on Google. And, you could, when we searched up this special keyword, you guys aren't the first, second, or third. I don't even think you're on the first page. You're not on the first page of Google. And honestly, the first 3 is where you want to be, because again, this is where the action is. This is where people click. People don't go to the bottom of Google, let alone the second or third page. So you want to be one of the top 3 results. Well, how do I get there? And it actually boils down to authority. And authority comes from the backlinks that you get. And a backlink is when one website links to another website online. So think of it like this. So if site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice. It's basically a vote of confidence, and in Google's eyes, this is passing authority. And the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link. So for example, if you get a local blog talking about dog care, if you get them linking back to you, then great. But you don't want something like, Pizza Hut link it to you guys, because last time I checked, you guys don't sell pepperoni, right? So over here, SEMrush, let's take a look. SEMrush is a good site to take a look at backlinks for, and you guys are actually sitting at 135. It's not bad. It's not bad, but it's not really dominating at the moment. Let's take a look at your competitor. They're at 226 at the moment. So they have backlinks from strong, relevant sources linking to them. And once again, how do we get these? Well, with SEMrush, we can actually see exactly which sites are linking to them, and we can go get those same links for your business. Getting you to the top is not magic. It's just a method, and I'm showing you that method today. So, in closing, once again, we went over content. Your front page needs at least 1,500 words. Citations, you want to have 200 to 300 of these to beat out the competition by a landslide. And link juice, you need more relevant sites linking at you guys to show Google you are the authority. And if you implement these strategies today, you can be number 1 across Google. So I bet you're wondering, what now? Well, you can either go with this information I provided you today, and you can do this on its own, and I'm cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself the time, you can give me a call or text at 218-517-5513. Again, my name is Courtney, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day.